Hi, I'm Joe Walensky from Writers UA, and today I want to talk about survey results. Today we're going to be kicking off the 2014 Writers UA Skills and Technology Survey, which we've been doing for many years. And so you can see that information is posted on our website. And you can find that at walensky.com, and it's a fairly simple survey. It talks about a variety of things relevant to us as user assistance professionals. But as a kickoff to that, I thought I would go and take a little bit of a look at the results from the 2013 survey, which are still posted on the site, which you're welcome to review. The survey is broken up into several different areas. One of those is skills, and looking at the skills table, writing procedures is always up there at the top. It's always either the number 1 or 2 item, which makes sense considering most of the people that take it are involved in software user assistance. But I think it is useful to recognize that we do know what one of the core elements are of what we get paid for. And task analysis and interviewing are right behind that, which make total sense, because if you don't do an effective task analysis, if you don't effectively interview your subject matter experts, you're not going to have very good information to move forward in a lot of cases for your procedures. However, I do find it interesting that task analysis and interviewing are techniques which you can't really find training for easily. I think most people learn it on the job. I know myself, just was a lot of years of trying to figure out the best ways to do it. It's kind of unfortunate that there aren't classes around about that. Possibly some community colleges do, but not in my area. But those are definitely important skills. I think it's interesting that also that information architecture is ranked as highly as it is, and of course that means different things to different people. And here we define it as structured authoring, working with content management. I thought that more people would be involved in multimedia, so just under half of the people, and similarly with user interface design, just over half of the respondents. Both of those areas I think are really important to moving forward in the profession today. Being involved in user interface help text, I think, is just that's really the cutting edge of where a lot of interesting user assistance work is being done, I think. So hopefully we'll see those numbers increase. And also with multimedia, it's so important these days to use video to engage people in ways that we hadn't done to such an extent in the past. I know in the mobile area, videos have become almost the main way that how-to information is presented. So hopefully that'll go up as well. With indexing and search, that number I think makes sense in terms of how many of us are involved with that. However, I think that deserves to be split apart now. And so we did with the latest version of the survey. So indexing, it will be the traditional back of the book and keyword help index tab style indexing, and search will be the search engine optimization, metadata, and so on. Because it really does seem like those are becoming two different subdisciplines. Moving into other skills, expertise with authoring tools has almost always been there on the top, and that makes sense. When you look at job listings, they almost always include information about authoring tools that are required for certain jobs. However, it would be nice if it wasn't necessarily such a key element, since I think most of the most important things that we do don't have anything to do with the authoring tools. Also, in this section, content reuse, single sourcing, 2/3 of us are involved in that, and I think that is probably going to increase over the years. Translations at the bottom of this list, but that's one of those things where if your organization does translation, then it becomes extremely important to you, and it affects a lot of aspects of user assistance. And if you don't, well, you don't. Moving into the technology table, in terms of code level expertise, this is one that surprises me a little bit with that first item, in that I would have thought that more than 60% of respondents would have code level expertise in HTML with HTML and CSS, and that's probably not going to change very much at this point. But I can't even imagine doing the work that I do without understanding HTML and CSS at the code level, even though I use authoring tools for doing most of the heavy lifting. But that is a bit surprising to me. The others are pretty much what I would expect. With DITA, that's another one of those where the percentage itself is relatively small, but the people that are involved with DITA, it becomes a major part of what they're working with, and if you're not, well, you're not. But I see DITA as continuing to be used more and more by people, so I expect to see those numbers increase over the years. So that brings me to the end of this section. I'll talk about technologies and platforms in a subsequent video cast. So I hope you got some useful insights from this. Thank you.